Well, hello, friends, fellow collectors, miniature masters, and probably cabin fever havers. I wanted to share with you some of my latest acquisitions. Nothing in the way of miniatures has come to the door, although I do have several Kickstarters outstanding, and I hope that the current events aren't going to put those in jeopardy. So let's begin. We're talking about silver. We're in silver mode on the channel, so it's all about the silver, baby. And what better way to start than with some sterling silver, right? Now, for everyone who doesn't know, sterling is 0.925. 0.925. This is from Papua New Guinea. You ever been to Papua New Guinea? Me neither. But I hear amazing things if you like the tropics, meeting new cultures. There's a lot going on in Papua New Guinea. Okay, it's really popping. Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry you had to go through that. I have two examples from Papua. And I do believe this was a one-year issue coin. I could be wrong. Let's see. No, it was at least 2 years. Because the first one was 36. This one's 35. 35. New Guinea. 1 shilling. Nice little hunk of silver. And the hole is intentional. The hole is intentional. I repeat, the hole is intentional. No one holed these coins. They were meant to have holes. That's how they like their coins there, with holes. They're not the only place. There are other places that put holes in their coins. As a matter of fact, I have some French coins that were intentionally holed. They're not silver, though. They're copper nickel from the early 1900s, so early 20th century. So I don't know why they did that. All right, I got some communist silver. Yeah, communists, got some commie stuff. Back in the day, the Ruskies, they had the Olympics, okay, in 1980. And this is their attempt at a nice Ruski commemorative Olympics event coin. Very nice. I don't know. I will tell you, it is nice. I like the reavers. I know there's a hammer and sickle on it, and I'm not a big fan of that sort of thing, but that is a handsome reavers. It's proof. They're proof coins, and communist coinage. How can you go wrong, right? Now, I don't know what the commies charged for those coins. I know they weren't handing them out for free to all the people. Kind of funny, right? Not very communist. Okay, anyway. Yeah, not everybody got one. All right. India. We're going to India now. Old George V. Oh, what a buddy. What a buddy. What a pal. Now, George, if you'll remember, his cousin was Nicholas II of Russia. Yeah, and they were really close. So it's kind of cool that I had that commie coin right before this, because George V was not a fan of commies. They killed his favorite cousin Favorite cousin. They were really close, real close friends, and he was genuinely bereaved at the news of his passing. Now this is his dad. Yeah, this is Prince Albert in a can. Only when he was crowned, he became Edward VII. Same guy, though. Same guy. His dad was Prince Albert, too, as well. 1 rupee, India, 1904. If I remember right, he died in 1910. I could be wrong, but 1910 or 1911, somewhere in there. Now, it's funny. There's a great parallel between he and Prince Charles in that he was born in 1846 or somewhere around there. Maybe it was 1856. I can't remember. But he was born in the mid-19th century. And he did not ascend to the throne until 1902. There might have been 1901. Either way, his mother ensured that he would not be king for very long. Just by the fact that she just would not renounce or abdicate from the throne. Now, why'd she do that? Well, some say it's because she blamed Prince Albert for Prince Albert the Elder's death. Because he was traveling to see him when he died. He got sick and died. And famously, she wore her veil. You know, good times, good times. All those years she was in mourning. And speaking of old Queen Vic, it's kind of funny, another purchase. This is, again, sterling silver. This is an official medal from the Queen's Jubilee. Yeah. It's made of sterling silver. 1897 is when this came out. And it's celebrating 60 years of her reign. Yeah. 60 years, she said. The only ruler to rule longer than her is Elizabeth II. Her great-granddaughter? Hold on, let's count it up. George VI, George V, Edward VII. So yeah, this is Dad, this is Grandpa, great-great-grandmother. Yeah. And she had all kinds of nieces and nephews. A lot of them participated in World War I in one way or another. They called her the Mother of Europe. Yeah, these are just off the top of my head, guys. If I get any of this wrong, let me know. Now, you'll learn a lot of history from looking at these damn coins, I'll tell you. Now, this is cool. This is an 80% silver piece. Yeah, this is 80% is from Canada. That is George VI. That is Queen Elizabeth's dad. Elizabeth II's dad, her pappy. This is actually a nice shape. This is a nice coin. I don't know what the unicorn's about. I've always wondered about the unicorn. But, you know, it's a really nice design. Really pretty. Yeah, there's George doing Georgie things. Yeah, that's not a bad little coin. 80% silver. 80%. Not sterling like the other stuff we've been looking at. Although this Indian stuff, the rupees, these are 0.917. 0.917. So not quite sterling, but certainly more than 90%. Now we're going to get into the rubbish. Yeah. This one's actually been defaced. Probably someone didn't like George V very much here. George V, King of England. Yeah. 1929. So this is the year the stock market crashed. And it's funny, in 1920, Great Britain stopped using sterling silver. They switched to 50%. And this coin is 50% silver. 50%. Ugh, yucky. 50%. So, if it's half, yeah, not good, is it? Anyway, the design's cool. 50%. Anyway, I guess it's better than 40%. All right, this is nice. I like this one. This is minted by the United States. Yeah. Yeah. And I believe it's 75%. 75% silver, if I remember right. This is a peso from our time when we owned the Philippines. Yeah, the United States of America. We being Americans. Yeah. There you go. 1907, and this is probably the S, I believe. Let me look for the mint mark. If not, we got some money because the P is, yeah, there it is. There's the S. I was going to say the P is a very rare proof-only coin. So if we had that, guys, you'd hear me dancing and singing and moving to the grooving. But for what I paid for it, this is not a bad little coin. All right. Now, I've always been a huge fan of Mexican coins. Now, this is 72%. Now, you will catch in 1918, I believe it was, in 1919, they had a 80% coinage. But this is 72% silver. See, 0.720. Right on the eagle. But it's a peso. And look at that. Look at that. Would y'all look at it? Just look at it. Independent. Huh. How independent are they now? Liberty. Huh. Well, it's Libertad, but it's Liberty. Sure, buddy. Sure. If you believe that. Independence, liberty. Yeah. Yeah, those days are over. Those days are over. But hey, what are you going to do? You know? And yeah, you'll see we got the Starburst. And then we've got Libertad on a Phrygian cap, I believe it's called. Which is actually a fairly recent thing because that cap was not associated with freedom. It was actually like a cone-headed cap. I forget what it's called. But yeah, that was all switched because people thought that cap was kind of goofy looking. And so they went with the Phrygian cap. Or maybe I'm saying it wrong. Maybe it's Phrygian. I don't know. You'll see the same cap on American currency. Money. They're not the same thing. And yeah, you'll see the same exact cap. So it's really cool because Mexico has a cap and we have a cap. Now, who held Mexico before Mexico was a free country? And the answer is Spain. Spain held Mexico captive for quite a long time. And as it so happens, I got 30 pesetas. 5 pesetas to be exact. Now, unfortunately, it said random dates. And these are pretty dinged up, but here's the edge. So there's, yeah, writing on the edge. These are 0.7234. 5 pesetas. I got these for $12.02 each. So not a bad little deal. About $16.50 an ounce. $16.50 an ounce. So that's not a bad little deal. Yeah, right there. You know. And I got 30 of them, and they're all different dates. So that one's 1891. This one's 1888. I'm sure there's no key dates involved here. But you guys can let me know in the comments if you think they are. 1888, and these are all circulated, but not too terribly beat up. Nice little hunk of silver, though. Nice little hunk of silver. And, you know, I wish I'd have got, they were supposed to be random dates. I was thinking random dates meant, you know, anything from the 1869 to the, you know, 1899, because that's the range on these. So they made these for 30 years. And then, yeah, things went a little south in Spain. You may have heard of the Spanish Civil War. Well, things started going south. For Spain, and they quit making the 5 pesetas, which were their crown, their trade coin, you know. But there's several designs in that time span. There's 3 different designs for Alfonso XIII. I think there's 2 designs for Alfonso XII, his father, who didn't live to be very old, and then there was some Italian guy who was the king before him. I forget his name. He didn't rule but a year. Yeah. So at least they got back to the, you know, the actual ruling family. Although there are rumors that maybe old Ferdinand, yeah, the 7th, I think it was yeah, not exactly the father of Isabella II. But who knows? I wasn't there. I can't speak to that. 1892. What a fine year. What a fine year. Here's an 1892. Yeah, you remember 1892? Well, this Posada does. Yeah, little tarnished on the back, but this is definitely real and definitely silver. And yeah, that's seen. You know, can you imagine who's held this in their hand over the years? Maybe it's got the Spanish flu on it. Oh wait, silver is an antimicrobial. Disregard. Ooh, 1889. So, you know, if I wanted to have like a placeholder for all these years, you know, like filler coins, like this one looks like it's been acid tested. You see that? But yeah, I mean, you shouldn't need to check that. You can feel silver. Nothing else feels like it in your hand, you know? I don't know. Seems a waste to acid test that particular coin, but I mean, you know, I can't complain. I got these for bullion, so bullion prices, get your bullion coins. As you can see, this one's not too bad. It's dinged though, right there, yeah. So, but I don't mind touching them because they're not in mint condition or anything, and they still weigh right. You know, these coins aren't so worn that you're going to lose a lot of silver. They're not really. That's not really the problem with them. They're not really worn. This one looks like it's pretty dinged up, but you know, that's what these things do. Now, I got 30 of them, so I'm not going to go through all of them. But here's a roll of them. Have you ever seen a roll of 19th century pesetas? Well, that's what one looks like. That's 20 coins. And every single one of these coins, all 30 of these coins, are of Alfonso XIII in his baby head. So it's not even the... You know, there's several different heads that he has. He has this one. He has the toddler head, and I guess there's an infant head. I don't know. There's 3 different portraits of Alfonso XIII on these things. I happen to get the one that's kind of ugly, I think, but I can't complain. Not for what I paid. Now, there was one more coin that I got. Where are you at? One more coin. Maybe it's in here. One more. Maybe not. Maybe I don't have another coin. Maybe I'm just crazy. I mean, I know I have another coin, but I don't know where I might have put it. So, let's see here. No, that's our Posadas. Okay, I must have put it somewhere else. Don't worry about it. It was a pretty cool German coin from 1778 that I just happened to grab on a snipe on eBay. So, oh, the Posadas are from silvergoldbull.com. And the rest of this is all eBay grabs. So, you know how that goes. It's hit and miss. The Posadas the 5 Posadas are now running about $14 each. So the time to get them at 12:02 is over. But I'm sure those days will return. These coins are not well known. You know, they're not something that are commonly stacked as bullion. Which is unfortunate because I'll tell you, you're stacking Morgans and you're paying Morgan prices. These coins are just as old as Morgans, you know, and these are, you know, average circulated coins. So, you know, I mean, I don't get it. I don't get it. To me, silver's silver, but you know, a lot of people don't feel that way. How do you feel? Tell me in the comments. All right. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and happy trails. Be safe out there with all this damn virus stuff going on. And I hope you have a job, because my goodness, I couldn't imagine, you know, not having a job. And so my heart really goes out to you guys if you're sitting at home and you don't know where your next paycheck's coming from, or you know, I don't even know where to start with that conversation. But take care. Be safe.